So here I am, dueling a random person in Hypixel TNT duels. But if I lose, then I have to throw a diamond away in my hardcore world. But if I win, then, well, I don't really know, to be honest. Now, I had a pretty bad start on my first round. I fell into the void as soon as the round started, and then that also brought me down to my loss at the end of the round, which meant that I already had to throw one of my diamonds into the lava. But that didn't mean I couldn't come back in round 2. In round 2, I actually had a pretty difficult opponent, but however, at the end of the round, they just ended up throwing themselves in the void for some reason. Now, on the third round, it honestly wasn't even that difficult because not even 10 seconds into the round, my opponent fell into the void and didn't even attempt to get out. Now, things were getting a little too easy, so I decided to see if I could beat my opponent without even using my bow. And somehow it worked, and they just fell into the void. Now, for the next round, I tried the exact same thing, and yet again, it worked. This opponent was a little more difficult, though even though I just stood there, they still somehow fell into the void, but managed to get back up. Then, later on during the round, they did the exact same thing, and then they ended up losing the round. Now this opponent was a little more difficult, which means that I had to start to bring out my bow. And even though I was trying my absolute hardest and shooting them with all my ability, I ended up falling into the void. However, I managed to bring myself back up with my last remaining double jumps. And then we kept battling again. It was getting close, but I ended up falling into the void, and after one final shot, lost the round. This means that I had to throw another diamond away. In the end, I actually ended up winning 5 out of the 7 rounds. And with that, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below, and make sure to let me know if I should do something like this next.